what's the...
Really just variation in products.
Variation in booty frogs.
Yes.
So they show one hole there, a different hole there.
Oh no, we don't show the hole, just.
But what's the variation? Okay.
So like stickers, pins, magnets, keychains.
Do you employ anyone? How are we putting $50,000 into this? There it is.
I employ my little sibling.
How old?
They are 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
How much do you pay them? $50,000 a year. So really, do they reap all the rewards of your business? Is that what's happening here?
Kinda.
Essentially, yeah.
How do you feel about this? Because that means all the bills are on your shoulders.
Not a huge fan about it.
Yeah, I would bet. Okay, so you bring in 0. You say you're a student too. What does that? What's that situation?
So I'm an art student. So I get money from the VA to pay for
Why?
Because both my parents are 100% disabled, so I have Chapter 35.
Okay. So you don't pay anything for college?
Nope.
And you're using that opportunity for a art degree?
Yep.
You picked up the goth one.
Match found.
Stickers. I thought they were booty stickers.
They're booty stickers, political stickers. I think art is inherently political.
I mean, you know.
What do you mean inherently political? If I compose a piece of music, that just sounds like...
Number 1 victory royale, yeah, Fortnite.
That's political?
Not necessarily,
it's not inherently political. That's just take. What do you do for a living?
I am an R&D software engineer at a university.
There we go. Now we know how the bills are paid. Because
well, it wasn't me.
We know. $50,000, which actually is like good for a small business just getting started, but you just blow it all. Now you what does the employee even do?
They're mainly in charge of inventory management and making sure that the products that we have are...
Why can't you do this yourself?
Because if I did this myself, I wouldn't be able to go to school.
For your art degree, you're building a business. Why is that more important? Building a business of which people are showing demand, of which the marketplace is actually giving you a thumbs up. I would want to double down and go full steam.
No, that's what I want to do.
Then do it.
He requires me to get a degree.
Requires? What is he, your daddy? What the f*** is happening?
He pays my bills.
Kind of. The VA does. I do. Hello, that's me.
For the most part, it's him.
Well, I paid for your degree of what you're getting an art degree. So you're forcing her to go to school, and you're okay with the art degree?
I mean, that wasn't the first degree that we talked about.
Should be the last.
Originally, there was talk of being a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or...
Well, you look like you just give everyone their mental health TikTok diagnostic medicine regardless of anything. I don't know if I would want you to be a psychiatrist.
I don't think I should be a
You just enable everyone. Okay. But what about this business? It makes money. Why can't she? Why do you control her? Why the f*** are you just like, oh, you do what I say?
I think there's a couple reasons, but one of them probably does come down to some, like, family issues, that my family is very big on education, and everyone in my family focuses on having...
I'm glad I have a family that's more entrepreneurial than the endless degree collecting, because we actually end up being successful in life, rather than just having pieces of paper on a wall. I'm sorry, why is pieces of wall, why is a piece of paper more important than what we actually accomplish in life?
An art professor, how else are you going to be an art professor without a degree?
Is that what she wants to do, overrunning her business? Daddy?
That's a good question.
One enemy remaining.
Seems to be you're the one answering it.
I would prefer to do my business.
Hey, what do these conversations go like? Why the f can't you stand up and just be your own adult?
Oh, I do, but at the end of the day, if getting a degree is the only thing he asks to me.
Only thing he asks? You've been in school for 7 years, I'm being told.
I've been in
Only thing he asked. This is a massive percentage of your life. This is about, we're going on like a whole 6, I don't know, what? Not 16% of your life? I don't know. Something crazy.
I would say that at the end of the day, we need the money from the VA for their schooling. That brings in more than, like, this is the opportunity to finally get their degree. They won't get this opportunity again.
I'm assuming their means yours?
Yes.
Are we on the they-them pronoun pipeline?
I mean, I have blue hair.
We're not surprised.
Yeah.
Should I ask you yours, or?
I'm kind of fine with anything.
Okay, great. I love that. Sure. Why not? Okay. So, art degree, they, and blue hair, we get it. But here's the thing. If their business is making $50,000, without her putting, without, here we go, without their putting any effort, without them putting any effort. It's like I'm learning English again, I swear. I'm so sorry. I'm not intending to be disrespectful. Without them putting effort into their business, $50,000, not a lift of a finger practically right now. Imagine what it could be if she's actually...
Let's be real, that's revenue.
Yes, it's revenue. But if she... Oh my...
That's not profit. Like, at the end of the day...
Can I be like, name the phobic of your choice? I don't care. Can I be phobic for a second? Can't you just be her for a second so I can...
One enemy remaining.
So I can say words?
I don't mind anything.
Thank you. I just want to be able to talk without doing equations in my brain. Oh my gosh. I went to school. I learned him and her. I respect pronouns. I don't give a... Do what you want to do.
You also use they, them when you don't know the gender of the person.
I mean, they then goes back to Shakespeare.
In what context? I mean, again, I don't care about pronouns. I'm down with pronouns. I just want to talk here. I'm talking about money in your legs. I'm not trying to jump through hoops to be the good guy. Okay? So, yes, I mean, I say they when I don't know things, absolutely. But also, I mean, when a chick with, like, her nipples showing through her thing in front of me is there, a thinking woman. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I respect it, and I typically say the pronouns, and I don't really. I'm very like freedom oriented. You do whatever you want to do. I really don't give. I'm just trying to talk. And it's complicated. It's complicated. Imagine. So I'm just gonna consent for she.
Yes.
Last player
If
standing.
she is barely even touching her business and full focus is on school, and even with her employee doing inventory management is making $50,000, imagine what it would be if she was putting her full focus on her business. That could be 4 times. That could be $200,000. That could be $200,000.
So everything and
Is that
everyone.
the business is currently at capacity at $50,000.
How do you think this entrepreneurial king?
I can't play dead.
Because
Where's your assessment?
my assessment is based on the fact that of how much money they make per event, how many events they can run per year. There's only one of the
With
events
her at school, and also you could just come up to Austin. Again, I say I walk around a corner and there's one of these pop-ups. They're everywhere. I just went to Asian Festival.
$1,000 every week. That's only $52,000.
$1,000 per pop-up. $1,000 per pop-up. She could probably pay $250 for someone to run a pop-up somewhere.
See, that's why I've been wanting to grow my team and like at least get more of a team.
But you want to grow your
You know where the
team with
disconnect
other
is?
art students that
Oh,
don't
good.
work.
No, that's perfect.
It's an art business.
That's perfect. She wants to work with art students. She can pay them minimum wage. They're worth nothing. It's easy.
Yeah.
Well, they're not getting a job anywhere else.
Fair enough.
She's actually in the correct marketplace.
And then that way I can also like pay them to go sell at the events. They can start getting more experience for themselves. I've even thought about doing like the
Spike down
3-month
A.
the 3-month internship into
All right,
like
well, don't
full-time job.
overcomplicate it. Listen, I mean, here's the reality. The fact is, there's a big disconnect.
Last
I know
player
people
standing.
like this. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you and your family have ingrained in your brain the degree collection mentality. You think college and education is above all else, but you don't realize the actual education that happens when scaling a business. You don't realize the actual education that happens out in the real world outside of just the classroom. The classroom isn't the only place you learn in this world. People that just collect degrees, they might become a professor in the end, but the most successful people in this entire world that have led generations of entrepreneurs are actually college dropouts.
No.
That's the fact is, the most successful people tend to be entrepreneurial driven. You're a degree collector. Nobody
Right.
respects those except for other degree collectors.
I mean, I would say that, at least for me, collecting a degree has been very profitable, has been
You're an
very
engineer.
capable.
You're an engineer. You could have done that with a certification. You would have been fine. I just had one on the show the other day.
Yeah.
How much do you make?
I make 110.
Very good. That guy was making 100. No degree.
That's good for him.
That's good for him and a lot of other people I know through like course career certifications and whatnot. They go ahead and get a certification, they get a $100,000 job. Your degree collection didn't do it. Your skills did it. And getting a degree was good, but people have been able to do it without certifications. Now, don't get
Well,
me
I
wrong.
mean, he is talking about leaving his job.
Well, not only that, but the labor market is aggressively hard right now. I will say, So a degree might push you over that edge a bit more, but experience will push you over the edge any day over that degree. The people that are struggling right now the most are right out of college who don't have those experience, and a more advanced degree could help them. But you want to leave anyway.
Yeah.
One enemy
Do
remaining.
what?
I want to get my PhD
Oh, for fuck's sake.
in robotics engineering.
And what you gonna do?
I'm planning to either work for another research laboratory or I'm planning to go into industry.
Okay. Listen, I mean, robotics is great. Robotics is the future. I'm not necessarily inherently opposed to this. However, this is the income that brings, well, that pays the bills.
Yeah.
And if you continue to force her to go to school instead of actually making money, it's the only income that pays the bills. Also, why is it taking you 7 years? Why are you such a fucking failure?
Because I have to keep dropping out in order to pay for it. I had to pick up a full-time job as a stripper to be able to pay for my school.
You still do that now?
No,
How long did you strip?
about 4 years.
What? You were full titty, flapping. Butthole.
Yep.
You went butthole?
I had to be nude when I
It
went.
was the 18 plus bars?
Yep.
Oh, that shit's intense. Do you ever do anything under the table?
Nope.
I've been told that happens.
It does. I don't think it's worth it. I've seen other people do it. It's definitely not.
It lowers yourself usually.
Huh?
Yeah,
It
kind of,
lowers what you make, like
it lowers what
overall.
you make, and it also lowers what everybody
How
else
do you
can
know that?
make.
That's weird. Okay.
I had lots of stripper friends, so
Is that where you
yeah.
collected her?
No,
Oh,
we met
shit.
in high school.
Good job. Good job.
Someone skipped a grade, and
I
someone
skipped a grade,
was.
and he did
older
not
for that
ask
How old
how
were
much.
you?
I was 17.
Which means you were 14. Yes. That is a bit uncomfortable. Like 17. If it was like you were 21 and 17, I feel a little less comfortable. But 14's like 14's. 14 is crazy.
Last player standing.
I didn't know their age until their birthday.
Yeah, he didn't know I was 14 until I turned 15.
Okay, listen, it doesn't matter. It's so long ago. It doesn't matter. It
Shoot the
doesn't
bad
matter. It doesn't
guys.
matter. It's just like
That's the
it's just,
plan.
yeah. When I hit 13, 14, my brain starts firing. Okay. I mean, I don't care. People date all up in the grades in high school. I don't know. This isn't TikTok or masturbation. Weird freak out about everything. Okay. So the main issue here, though, that I'm being told specifically, is that you just hate that he's trying to shove Dave Ramsey down your throat. And I love you, big fat. I know you love big fat daddy being shoved down your throat. And Dave is one. Thank you, David.
Well, probably gotta do some more research than that.
Yeah, we
It's
did
you
Dave
and me.
Ramsey for about 5 years.
How do you do it for 5 years? It's not a 5-year thing. What do you mean you did Dave Ramsey for 5
Well, we
years?
tried the captain method for 5 years.
Yeah.
What the happened? You guys are. Hey, you guys are. I don't think David worked for you. Cash stuffing. That's never
One
bad.
enemy
Like,
remaining.
What do you mean? How do you struggle with that for 5 years and get more? What are you
No,
doing?
we kind of got with credit cards about a year ago.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite Dave Ramsey strategy. Open credit cards.
Well, that's where we started disagreeing on the Dave Ramsey thing. I
And
thought,
now you guys are fucked.
yeah.
Interesting. Maybe old fatty knows more than blue-haired freak.
Entirely possible.
Listen, I disagree with him on credit cards in general, but for the average person, I mean, you have no self-control. You have no self-control on anything. I mean, his advice applies to the average person pretty correctly. You guys are children in the way you live your lives. Endlessly in school? No. Endlessly in school?
It doesn't help that I buy a lot of design.
What have you guys
Ladies,
accomplished in life
here
up
we
to this
come.
point that actually is tangible and real? I'm gonna say nothing.
You want to play?
Well,
Let's
we own
play.
a condo, and we have a baby.
You have a child?
Yes.
You were stripping when you had a child?
No,
No.
I stopped stripping after having a child.
Were you popular?
Yes,
Okay.
I was one of the highest earning strippers that were there.
You're
Our spike's
relatively
down.
attractive, so I think it makes sense.
Spike down
Oh,
A.
but then you immediately started an OF.
Yes,
Sake, here we go.
Oh yeah!
I had to.
Had
Monster
to.
on the loose.
What does this had to?
management required it.
Huh?
As
So
like
as part
as
as
stripping?
part of when I was a stripper, management required it as part of my
Whoa.
advertisement.
That's interesting. Okay. Is it you've deleted it?
I haven't deleted it.
Deleted it?
It's mainly where my regulars from when I was stripping still support. So I still get not a lot of
Last
money,
player
but just,
standing.
a little bit of money that can pay for dinner every week.
Hold on, wait, are you still posting?
No.
Wait, how are they giving you money? They just forgot to cancel?
One enemy remaining.
I'll put that down as the income.
I don't actually know. I think it's around $60 a week.
Okay. So 240 a month, which you would have to pay taxes on. But I mean, with that, it's like so nothing. Okay, it's interesting. How long has it been since you posted on it?
I haven't posted on it in, I want to say, like 2 years.
That's good. I'm
think
happy.
it's
I
only
want
been a
women to get out of that
Has it only
pipeline.
been a year?
It's only been a year.
Either
Okay.
way, I'm happy to hear women getting out of the pipeline, especially as a mother. How old's the kid?
14 months.
Okay. Have they decided their pronouns yet?
We're letting them decide later on.
And what's your net?
My net is, so I just started this job, so I'm still like seeing what it is after taxes, but I think my net is around 5,800 a month, and then I also get disability from the VA. I was in the Navy for 2 years.
What'd you do?
Okay, he went to school, and the Navy paid for it, and then he got out medically.
I was Naval Reserve, and
And what's your disability?
other
than your
depression
hairline?
and anxiety?
What's that again?
Sorry, 5,800.
Spike down A.
And
Last player
then
standing.
The money that I got from the VA is around like 2,070.
Okay. So what are the financial conversations in this house? You want to leave, you want to barely make any money being a PhD student somewhere.
However, I will
however-
get more
I got
money
your
from the
back.
VA when I go back to school.
You know, from the
Okay.
phone.
Great.
Around 2,400 extra on top of my PhD stipend.
Okay, well, you're still losing though, right? And probably 33% overall.
Yeah.
So, what are the money conversations in this household? She went into stripping in OF because you couldn't support her,
Yeah.
and now you want to abandon school and you're not allowing her to pursue. Actually, you know what's even a little more fucked up? She actually has a business that doesn't involve people seeing her literal clit. And you're not letting her do that, but you were okay with her stripping for 4 years and posting her posts online. It's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Hey, I can tell you guys are pretty progressive, right? Okay, very good. We love that. Where's the woman empowerment? Don't empowering when they're showing areolas. And you won't
Spike
empower her
down
to go make
A.
a business on her own. And then you want to back out and go pursue a degree collection, but the entrepreneur actually bringing in $50,000 to a small business, selling butts and political messages.
Last player standing.
I would say I just don't see the ability to scale the business in the same way.
I literally brought up like 3 ways to potentially do it that immediately your brain didn't even bring up, and they were the most simple things ever. I don't think your lack of ability to see a business being able to scale because you've never been an entrepreneur in your life and your family's never been an entrepreneur in their entire lives because they're degree collectors has anything to do whether or not she should. Your ability to see it is insignificant and pointless and not a part of the conversation. I don't give a what you see. Why should see? Who are you to determine that? The man of the house? The man of the house is the one who gets to determine. Well, I don't see that.
Spike down B.
$50,000 without her doing anything on the business is pretty damn successful. Small business employs 48% of the population.
Carrier is
Of workforce. What do you mean? You know what the f you're doing. You're a degree
Last
collector.
player
Get
standing.
off her ass.
It's you and me.
You let her strip, but you won't let her sell shit? The f is wrong with you?
I mean, big booty frog. I guess it can do pretty well.
Uh-huh.
It's also because he's upset about me buying designer items.
Okay, well, that would be how much you're spending on designer items. Was it the strip money, or is it money that you don't even bring in?
It started when I was stripping. I would buy stuff for myself, and then after I got out of it to go back to school, I started.
What are you spending on designer?
It like depends month to month. Like, for my birthday, he got me a.
He got you. You didn't even get it. I thought you were being criticized of you buying designer shit.
Oh, well, he did criticize me when I was buying it for myself.
30 seconds
How
left.
much? When? What? If
I
this
wanted
is the
to-
big argument, what even is it?
It was like maybe.
Which thing? Because I can remember the numbers.
Yeah, I think the bag that I have is 4K, and then I have a wallet that's
4K? What the? In what way? You guys are drowning in debt. You were in the David
10
Ramsey's
seconds
program,
left.
and you're getting a 4K design or something? What the fuck is wrong with you? In what world do you live in?
the world where you have to pay money to make money. That's kind of what it is.
What is that? Stripping? There
Yes.
needs to be a bag in stripping?
The more money you
I've
look like
been
you
to a
make.
strip club twice.
Last
I didn't
round
look at
in the
bag
half.
someone had in their dressing room. In
it.
fact, I
You'd be
looked at
rare.
their titties. You suck with money. So you download a budgeting app. You start with free money. You can get up to $350 in bonus cash.
Because there's a lot of men that look at the money that the strippers make.
The big
to
spenders.
The big spenders look for the ones that make the
What?
most money.
What are you talking about? I got some gooners in this office, and I've never heard anyone mention it.
That's. I would hope they're not spending a shit ton of money at the club because
I
I'm
don't
talking
think
about
you pay
the
enough for them to be spending that much at the club.
Broncos even has this?
No, this was when I was living in DC.
Oh, the politics. Well, the DC's a different culture, though.
Yeah. DC is very big about like what you make and like
What you
how
look
you
like.
show it, what you look like, all that kind of stuff. So I got into designer stuff because of that, and then I just kind of got like,
Politician dick did you suck?
none. Just his dick is the only dick I've sucked in the last 9 years.
Rip?
I don't know. I think it's pretty nice. I can show you later.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, again, I want to know how these conversations go, guys. I need
Last
to see some
player
insight into
standing.
this.
I'm the one who does most of the budgeting. So I sit down and I budget for the month because he gets paid monthly. And so does the
Clutch.
VA and everything.
Okay. Why aren't you a part of these budgeting conversations and
No,
numbers
he's
looking?
part of
I'm
the
part of the
conversation.
conversation.
So what do you mean? What does it look
Switching
like?
sides.
It's mainly just us talking about what we're
Sound
going to
is everything
a
in
lot
life,
to what
so
for each
listen
month.
for the
So
music.
like,
Okay,
You'll
you
hear
actually
those
go
jokes
through
before
that?
you see
yes, we
Okay,
also.
then
I
how much
also
did you spend last month? What was the outflow? Tell me. You should know this. Budgeting kings
I
and
think
queens.
I know how much it was, and it
I
was
think
bad.
last month it was really bad because I lost track of it. I think it was about.
It's always the month that we have. Out of all the months, oh, we lost track of that one. That got a little weird.
I mean, that is why we came here, is because I lost track of it, and I wanted to be
What?
better
Within
about.
1 month?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You wouldn't be in this much debt from 1 month. That's no.
No, we're in this much debt from 1 month. So
What happened?
well, someone decided to buy a computer and all new parts at the peak of the most expensive time to buy computer parts.
Why?
So I'm currently pursuing my grad studies part-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And back at my old work, I had a $10,000 workstation
Spike
to actually
planted.
get all of my simulations done.
One enemy remaining.
And I didn't have that anymore. So I had to build something.
Had to?
Yeah.
You would die without it.
I wouldn't be able to finish my work. I have simulations that take up 32 gigs of VRAM, take up...
The school that
Easily.
you're studying with doesn't have a rig for this.
No, they don't actually. It's actually really shitty.
Then why are you there in a shitty program?
Because it's a really highly rated program.
He's a
Highly rated, yet they don't provide any resources.
He's at Johns
Makes no
Hopkins.
sense.
I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah, that makes no sense that they wouldn't provide. That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Well, so what was
Especially
the
with how much
output?
you
What
pay
did you
for-
spend on that?
I think in total, all the parts, and I recycled some old parts too.
You did not recycle old parts.
No, my GPUs. I kept the old GPUs.
One part.
That's 2 parts.
One of the parts alone was over $2,000,
Smoke's up.
Okay, that was just the RAM though.
and you bought 2 of them.
Rams. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I spent 7K on it.
Crazy. You guys are dying in debt. 7K? Again, for your degree collection, it isn't actually even providing anything for the household. Do you not understand the difference there, where she's out actually contributing to this world, and you're doing nothing but a ego boost?
I mean,
You're
if I
spending
finish
money on
my
it.
degree,
She's earning money,
I
you're
can get
spending money.
double my income.
Spike
Is
planted.
in the worst situation you guys have ever been in order for your
On
degree
cooldown.
collection, you're putting all that money in there.
I need 4 degrees in order to get where I need to go.
Yeah, no one's ever made that much money without degrees. To a certain point is what I'm saying. It's the timing thing, man. It's the timing. Worst time to spend By the way, that doesn't even account for
One
you guys
enemy
spent,
remaining.
Outflow was $25,000, where income was 12. Like, so that doesn't even make up for that amount.
Yeah.
But even still, when we're already going even further in the holes, insane.
Yeah, let's skip the
I
beat
mean,
this time.
I needed to get my work done. There was no other way.
Well, you didn't need the cat litter robots.
You know, I could just.
Huh?
I work all day. I come home.
But you shouldn't have cats. You can't take care of them.
I was taking care of them by getting the cat litter robots.
We had
Can't afford
one
it.
litter box, and then I was like, let's get more of these, stainless steel litter boxes that are like $40 each. And he said, no, I only want more litter boxes if it's the litter robots, and not any of the refurbished ones. We have to get the brand new one.
Yeah, but you're a retaliatory spender. Colton's telling me from your guys' spending. Like, well, if you get to spend on what you want, then I get to buy what I want.
Yes.
No, do we not care about the household? If he's put up, let him get up to a certain point. Leave him, maybe, if you guys disagree. But not just that. I mean, I don't want you guys to actually separate. But why does that mean you should dig the household into a worse position?
Because at the time we thought that we had enough for both of us to be able to spend
Spike
and
planted.
cover it. That's where I lost track of the
Last player
transactions.
standing. Long.
Promising like the same 4,000 to something different.
How do you guys even, I don't even think you know how to budget. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I mean, you spent more than double that came in. This isn't about $4,000 being allocated here and there. Like, I don't understand it. And then what's going to happen when we lose 33% of the income for the house? What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
For like 2.5 years. I'm not planning on doing it.
Huh?
I'm not planning to do it for another like 2.5 years though.
What happens then? That doesn't magically change the situation. She'll still be in school until she's dead. So
Hopefully I'll be in my master's program by that point.
Oh, good. Master's in something that will never return its investment. Why are you... Don't let him influence you on this. Pursue your passion is actually showing numbers on the paper. Most people that pursue a dumb little business, honestly, yes, it's a complete failure. But you actually have promising results. Do it. This is actual female empowerment.
I want to do it. I just...
Spike planted.
The biggest issue is that I think it would be worth going for it full time and like really pouring my heart into it. But everyone I've ever talked to around me says that my degree is first.
They're cowards. They're cowards. They're cowards. I mean, I would relatively agree in general if you were successfully getting a better degree and your business had never shown you any problems. You're like, well, I want to drop out just to start this business. I'm like, all right, let's pause.
One enemy remaining.
Don't be a... But instead, you have something that has brought in $50,000 last year without you doing it. Right?
Yeah. And I have
And an art degree being more important than that? No, you're surrounded by cowards and pussies and degree collectors.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a degree too. I don't want to sound anti-degree, but it's like when you prioritize that above all else, including contributing to this world in a real way.
Yeah. I really want my business to be the full-time
Do
thing.
it. Are you gonna let him control you?
I'm scared.
How domineering is he in these conversations about this business?
When it comes to the business, Barry,
Tell me, what does it look like? What happened?
a lot of the times it's me talking about something I want to do to scale the business, and him telling me that I need to focus on my degree, get that done as fast as possible.
How does he tell you that? What does this conversation actually look like? I need insight here.
Like, it really is just me going, I want to do this, and him saying, you need to focus on your degree.
One
Why
enemy
do you want to,
remaining.
like, go into debt for the
Spike down
business?
A.
Because I want to be able to scale the business to be bigger. And like, the problem is if I don't do something about it, I'm just going to get stuck, and like I won't be able to continue moving forward.
But like, if the business can't sustain itself right now, at the fact that you're not taking anything out of it for yourself, how is it going to sustain when you go full time on it?
Because I'll be able to, first off, I'll be able to actually put time and energy into it, and I'll be able to market it, which I haven't been doing. I'll be able to, post about it on social media, which has been getting us a surprising amount of orders online. I'll be able to actually focus on the online business and like maintaining that.
Monster on the
And I can work on getting someone to help me with the marketing. And then after that point, it should just be able to pretty much
Spike
float on
down
its own.
A.
Like, we don't do any
That's
marketing
unfortunate.
for the business. And it, like, it
You telling me I got
does,
nobody
like,
with my
really,
own.
really well for the fact that I don't do any marketing. I don't do anything to, like, promote it other than go to these events. And I go to these events, I stand out, and people come and they buy things, and they buy a lot of stuff. I don't want to, like, raise prices because I need to, you know, get someone to help me with marketing or something like that.
Spike
I'd rather
down B.
pull out a little bit of debt that I can easily pay off if I could just focus on the business.
But it's just more. It's more debt. It's more things that we're trying to get out of. It's more things that we're trying to avoid. And you want to do all of this while still buying your designer bags.
If
30
I didn't
seconds
have
left.
to go to school and I didn't have to, and I could like focus on the business, do you think I'd have enough time to focus on designer bags?
I mean, you manage to now. You manage to focus on them when you have school, when you have the business, when you were being parents. And
One
when you do
enemy
all of
remaining.
that, and yet
10
you still have
seconds
time
left.
to focus on. You still have time to harp on it. So, when is it? When would it be
Maybe
different
I'd
with
be
the
able to
business?
make my own money to pay for it. Did you think about that? I'd be able to bring in money so I can pay for it myself.
What debt have you gone into?
In
If
what
anyone
way?
needs an
What
energy
debt have
boost
you
out
gone
there,
into?
I got
Debt,
it.
dude.
No, I mean in relation.
What debt have you taken out?
I've taken out. Let's see. Taking out student loans.
Cool, but she can't take out something for her future.
I mean, the way I see it is that the student loans have a much longer and much more protections. Like, it has a much
Has
longer
more protections, but it might not have a better return on investment.
I could see that, but at least
Also, not bankruptable. Hers would be.
for like an SBA loan.
Is SBA the way you're going about it? What kind of debt are you looking into? I'll be honest, I don't want you to go into debt. I don't think you need to. I think you can cash flow this.
Yeah.
And you're already showing the results of that. So I'm against the debt as well. But
Yeah.
for you to be vehemently against it while going into debt for your own passions and career, pretty hypocritical.
I don't want to go into debt for the business. I just don't. With like school and everything, I don't have the time to put into the business to like make more to cash flow something
Spike
like
planted.
that. Or to even cash flow like
That's
something
it.
like more people. Because the products themselves take up most of the revenue. And
Last player
after that,
standing.
I pay my little sibling. And then after that, we have a very little amount that I generally put back into making either different products or more stickers or more variety.
Yeah, but you're talking about getting a Birkin bag.
Ideally, I
What
would
the
like.
f- are we talking about? What are we caring about our business? Want to put money into our business, or are we getting a Birkin bag?
I want to put all. That's why I put all the money from my business back into my
Why are you
business.
considering getting a Birkin bag?
Because I.
Because
think
you
it's a
know the
good
best way to
investment.
have business? Good investment. The stock market's going to do better.
They return normally around like 10% each year.
Okay, and are you
Birkin bag.
actually going to exit it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You going to leverage against it?
I'm planning to, like, obviously once it gains more value, to, like, sell it.
Well, why not take advantage of the market? Which, by the way, is closer to about 12% now. But either way, it's just like, and that's a huge upfront cost. We can get in with fractional shares into the market a lot cheaper than a massive priced Birkin bag. Birkin bag, when you guys aren't even paying off debt, the best way to go into business, less risk, is by having a fully funded emergency fund of approximately a year and
We've
no
had
debt.
multiple. We've had multiple emergency
Exactly,
funds.
but you don't now. It's a no Birkin bag. You don't get a Birkin
Enemy
bag.
spotted
You don't
A.
get a Birkin bag until you're out of debt. You have a fully funded emergency fund.
Spike down A.
What are you talking
One
about?
enemy
I
remaining.
just think
What do you
that
think about this Birkin bag thing? $16,000 to $20,000 for a large model.
I see it as only plausible
Match
if
point.
it was less than like if it was like 1% of our net worth.
Okay, listen, the Birkin bag does not make sense at this situation. I don't understand why it's even a conversation.
it's more of a conversation because his family is big on how we present ourselves.
Okay, my
Who
aunt
gives a
is.
shit? Why is it all about his family? I don't give a fuck about his family.
Because
why
they're
do
my
you?
family too.
No, but who cares? If they're having, why are you allowing them to have that kind of outside influences? I care about my family too, but do I revolve my entire life around what they value, what they care about? No. What?
It's also
It's so stupid.
But it's also like a
Or is it just
protection.
jealousy that he grew up rich?
Concussing.
It might be.
Yeah, Colton tells me you are actively jealous that he grew up rich.
I am very jealous that he grew up rich. I wish I had that. I think most people would wish that they grew up rich.
But that's why he's not
Not really.
because he's never actually had
One enemy remaining.
no one around him has.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
You and me, they come from nothing. And they work for us.
Defenders win.
I've been trying to convince him to do something himself that's, you
Well,
know,
he doesn't have to.
outside-
He is doing something great.
No, I know,
Don't get me
but
wrong.
I think he's really, really intelligent. I feel like he could do a lot if he were to, like,
Okay, well, that's
do
fine.
something outside of it.
Okay, I don't really care. He makes good
That
money.
was the only one I'm playing.
He can do whatever he wants, but that applies to you as well. As long as